Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win. But that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 30 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more,
to put it mildly.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Byron Pringle now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC's offense ready to take over. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
first down. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And touchdown. Noah Gray, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off He's riding high again.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark able to get in there and drop him behind the line. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught left side by Hardman. And some room to work. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Cincinnati.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with him. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A draw play for Mixon, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun to give to Mixon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Mixon will try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to take the lead here in the final minute. McPherson's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by a field goal, 23 seconds to go. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mahomes will throw. Into the hands of Pringle. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember the rules. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? Now, it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre, with the Vikings, has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, Burrow rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through is going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know